You have 50 silent auction items sitting in a spreadsheet. Each one has a name, a value, and a blank description field. Write those descriptions the way most organizations do. Half your items will close at the starting bid. The other half close below what you hoped. Not because the items are bad, because the words around them are doing nothing. A spa package listed as a 2-hour massage and facial, value $300, is a receipt. Nobody bids on a receipt. This formula takes that receipt and turns it into a story. Today, I am giving you that 3-sentence formula. It turns any item into something people compete for. By the end, you can rewrite your entire catalog before your next event. This is the $1 Million Nonprofit, the daily podcast for fundraising practitioners. Every episode gives you one specific tip you can use at your very next event. If you are staring at a blank item spreadsheet right now, welcome. Before we get into the formula, today's episode is brought to you by charityauctions.com. That is the platform powering thousands of nonprofit auctions every year. Here is something the platform data makes clear. Items with story-driven descriptions get more bids and close higher than plain feature lists. The difference is not the item, it is the copy. So the team at charityauctions.com built a free AI auction item description generator. You paste in the item name and retail value, it writes a full description using today's formula. It takes about 30 seconds per item. You can grab it free at charityauctions.com/item-descriptions. I will put the link in the show notes. Let us talk about why most item descriptions fail. The instinct is to describe what the item is: 7 nights in Italy, dinner for 4 at the Capitol Grill, round of golf for 2 at Pebble Beach. Those are facts, not feelings. And people do not bid on facts. They bid on what the facts make them feel. The science behind this is called experiential value framing. When you describe an experience in sensory terms, the brain begins to simulate it. Once someone mentally pictures themselves in Tuscany, they are already emotionally invested. That investment drives bids. The 3-sentence formula gives you a structure to trigger that feeling. It works on every item in your catalog, from a spa day to a safari. Here is how it works. Sentence 1 is the experience hook. This sentence sells the feeling before the features. It does not start with the item name. It starts with the listener inside the experience. Here is an example. Imagine waking up to church bells in a hilltop Tuscan village. The smell of fresh espresso drifts through the window. That sentence costs nothing to write, and it does everything. It places the bidder inside the moment before they have read a single fact. The rule is simple. Start with imagine, picture, or think about. Then put the bidder somewhere specific and sensory. Do not describe the item. Describe the moment the item creates. That single shift in the first sentence changes the emotional temperature of your bid sheet. Sentence 2 is the value anchor. This sentence states the retail value, so the starting bid feels like a bargain. Most descriptions either skip the value entirely or bury it at the end. Both are mistakes. The value anchor works because of a principle called price contrast. When you see a high number first, every lower number looks smaller by comparison. So write it like this. This 7-night villa stay is valued at $4,800. It opens at $1,200. Notice what that sentence does. It names the full value and creates immediate opportunity. The bidder feels like they found a deal. The bidder is not thinking about whether to bid. They are thinking about how fast they can get to the table. Place the value anchor in the second sentence of every description every single time. It is the easiest rewrite in the catalog, and it changes how every item is perceived. Sentence 3 is the exclusivity kicker. This sentence closes the description and answers the question every bidder is quietly asking. Can I just buy this myself? If the answer is yes, the urgency disappears. The exclusivity kicker makes the answer no. It highlights the one element of the item that money cannot normally buy. Here are examples of what that looks like in practice. The villa includes a welcome dinner hosted by the owner. He is a local chef who takes no reservations, or this. Your round includes a PGA certified caddy who has played this course over 300 times. Or this. The chef will build a custom menu from your family's food memories. That service is not sold to the public. Each of those sentences adds something that cannot be replicated by a simple purchase online. That is the key distinction. The item becomes one of a kind. That is what creates urgency. And urgency is what turns a single bid into a bidding war. So let us recap the 3-sentence formula. Sentence 1, the experience hook, puts the bidder inside the moment using sensory language. Sentence 2, the value anchor, states the full retail value. It makes the starting bid feel like a steal. Sentence 3, the exclusivity kicker, names the one thing money cannot normally buy. 3 sentences, every item, every time. Most catalogs have 30 to 60 items. That is 90 to 180 sentences total. You can finish in an afternoon. Most teams spend days on this. You do not have to. If you want to skip the blank page entirely, there is a free tool. The AI auction item description generator at charityauctions.com/item-descriptions writes all 3 sentences for you. Paste in the item, get the description, move on to the next one. Download it now and finish your catalog today. I will see you tomorrow for another tip to help you build $1 million nonprofit.